Zoe. She's been electrocuted. Clear? I'm not gonna lose her.
You're talking about bringing someone back from the dead.
No.
No, I sat up here and tried to rationalize things, and Martin did too. Now, Martin was talking about, I don't even like horror movies. I don't watch that bullshit. You know what? Why you want me to go see this, Korey? And then he looked at the trailer and said, "Oh, but wait a minute. They got that mumblecore artsy guy in it. That Mark Duplass.
Yeah, and he's been making these sci-fi movies like Safety Not Guaranteed and the one I love. And I was like, okay, maybe it's his thing now, because I like these little under the radar movies that he's been doing.
And then I looked at it and I saw that Blumhouse picture shit on it, and I said, normally I see that shit. And already it tells me that I don't need to go nowhere near that. But then they hit that Blumhouse came out with that Whiplash. And look, I'm all high on Whiplash right now. I'm like, oh shit, a Blumhouse Pictures motion.
You high on Whiplash.
Motion production.
Like that's the new street drug. You got some Whiplash for me?
I love that Whiplash. Yeah. Actually tried to give this shit some credit right here because y'all pulled that Whiplash on me. I say, man, I might be going to get another Whiplash.
Yeah, you got some Whiplash on.
Yeah. Hey, whip me again. I like it. Pull some 50 Shades of Grey on my ass.
Shit,
yeah, whip me again.
I'd rather have J.K. Simmons throw a chair at my head and watch this movie again.
Well, this movie did throw a fucking chair at my head. People, now what this is about, there's a group of researchers, and they come across some kind of concoction that I could break down the science for you if I wanted to from the movie, but it don't matter because all you need to know is that scientifically it brings people
or animals
back from, it brings life forms back from the dead. And the whole thing with this is that they don't even know that it could bring people back to life. They just thought that it might be able to buy living things a little few moments of time, a little, just a little extra life.
While the doctors figure things out.
While the doctors are coming in and doing that thing. Sometimes the doctors say, if I just had more time. Mm-hmm. And they say, well, don't worry about it. We got you on that. Of course, you always hear that thing when you're trying to bring something back from the dead, even if it's for a little while, you're playing God. And so we have here, what's her name?
Olivia Wilde.
Olivia Wilde. During the experiment, an accident happens. She gets electrocuted. Mark Duplass is her husband. And even though they're not
fiance,
I'm sorry.
They make a big deal about how they were going to get married, but then they started working on this.
I actually had to walk out for a little bit to make a phone call for the show tonight.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, they're in love. But this project is taking so much of their time, they look like they're falling out of it. But now he's like, I realize how much I love her. I don't want her to go. Oh, wait a minute. We're working on a project that brings dead things back.
Did it make you laugh how long it took him to make that connection?
I mean, he did it right there. And everybody, round out the cast, you have Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, and also
Evan Peters.
Evan Peters, Quicksilver, as I like to call him. And everybody's looking at him, and they're saying, hey, look, man, you know what? I know you loved her and everything, but I ain't married to that bitch. Yeah. This is some Frankenstein shit right here. Don't do this.
Well, it seemed like Donald Glover and her had some history. I don't know if they were friends, he had a crush on her, or they actually were lovers at one point.
But it doesn't matter, though. The thing is,
even he is like, don't do this, man.
He's like, hey, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I tried to fuck that bitch behind your back. But right now I'm gonna come clean. Don't do this shit, please, man. I'll tell you everything. Just don't flip that switch. And he's like, no, fuck all y'all.
Right.
He's like, I see what's going on with all y'all. All y'all want to try to fuck my chick. That just makes me want to bring her back more. Even the girl in our group, you looking at her too, ain't you? So he ends up bringing her back to life. And I need to tell you what happens. Something bad happens. I mean, she comes back with something that makes her more evil, and they don't even know if it's her. Now, you hear all that heavy setup right there? All that scientific heavy setup right there? And they even pull that shit. I like it. I like how they even try to change things around, but we know what you're doing. They do that whole thing of, one of my biggest peeves in a movie, and one of yours too, is human beings only use 10% of their brain. If we use the rest of it, then we'll be superpowered gods with telekinetic powers. And in this movie, I like the way they try to pull it around. They say, well, no, that's actually a myth. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. I'm with you on that. And then Donald Glover comes in and says, no, actually, we use all percentages of our brain, just not at the same time. But if we did use it at the same time, then yeah, we have powers. I'm like, man, fuck you. That's bullshit.
Was that the explanation for the powers?
That was the explanation.
Because I didn't get it. I was like, all right, I get she's back from the dead, But how does she get the superpowers?
She's using.
I might have zoned out.
She's using all of her brain at the same time. Now,
we don't have a rating lower than "fuck you," do we?
Don't let him know.
Oh, sorry. Spoiler.
No, come on back. He might not give it. God damn it, Mark! Come on, you such a spoiler. You spoil your own review. Now here's the thing. All that trust I put into this movie before looking at the trailer, I should have known something was wrong. Don't ever trust a trailer, Martin. I'm talking about you spoiling things. Don't ever trust a trailer that spoils itself. I mean, look, I know there's a lot of movies out there where they show you everything. Studies have shown that more people want to see a movie the more they know about it. But goddamn, you don't have to show me the movie before I see it.
Right.
I mean, you actually showed me everything I need to see in that trailer. The moment they show you a death. In the movie, they actually show you, they squishing Childish Gambino. Look at this shit right here.
Zoe, we can help you.
It's too late for that. You have no idea what you've done. But you will.
Damn, they didn't try to hide. They didn't hide it. That's the trailer. I know y'all getting mad at me now. Korey, what they do? Send you the movie? Don't spoil that shit for me. That's the trailer right there. Yeah, they killed Childish. They squished Childish Gambino. Mm-hmm. That's just childish, man.
That wasn't even called for.
That really wasn't called for. And by the way, he's the only black dude on the team, and just like old times, he's the first one to
die.
Just first one to die. And you know something? That's what he gets anyway. Motherfucker should have left a long time ago. Should have left. There's a part in the movie where a dog got up and they brought a dog back to life. Who's the first one the dog growls at? His black ass.
Maybe if we up the dosage next time, if we up.
Nigga, fuck you!
You know, didn't you see that coming a mile away?
Yeah, you know why I saw it coming a mile away? Because it's in the fucking trailer.
I hadn't even seen the trailer. I barely saw any of the trailer. And that whole time, I'm like, this is the scene where the dog comes back and growls just to scare him and the audience.
Oh, yeah. I mean, why?
I was like, the only thing they can do here to surprise me is have the dog bite his face.
Look, man. He's like 2 inches away from the dog's face. Yeah, it's a setup. It's a fucking setup. Even that dog is like, that dog is lying there like, man, they know it's coming. Can I get my cue, please? I mean, y'all tried to create some suspense, really? And I'm like an inch away from this nigga's face right now. I mean, stupid shit. And the reason why I'm scoffing at all this science right here because I do think it's a good setup. When I already read some bad reviews about it, and I went in and I said, all right, you know what? I'm glad I did. I'm going in with lowered expectations on this. But
like the limbo, how low can you go?
Not fucking low enough. Shit,
my back is scraping the ground.
I'm scraping the floor at this shit. I mean, man, they do all this heavy setup with the science, and I'm thinking to myself, they put a lot of work into this. This is some effort happening right here. Maybe this is one of those things where they were a little too harsh on it. Maybe they knew that this was a Jason Blumhouse Pictures or production, and now they're thinking, I'm bringing in my prejudices. And nah, man, no. The reason why is because they do all that setup, that heavy setup, just to bring you cheap spook house scares. That's all they do. And the moment that they bring Olivia Wilde back to life, that's
it's Paranormal Activity from that point on. From that point on,
it's exactly what you think it is. I mean, from the way she even rises from coming back to life, that's some ghost rising from the grave spook house shit right there. Doom, 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 doom.
No research lab has a can of WD-40 anywhere.
See, that's the first sign. Y'all need to kill this shit right now. Right now. It's up here looking like the Bride of Frankenstein and shit right here. That's when you know they're in this shit.
What? No. She blinked.
It's me. Hey, sweetheart, it's me. All right, she's in shock. I need a blanket, please.
Yeah.
Hey. Baby, it's me. You're okay.
Frank,
Give me the blanket. Hurry up.
I can't find it. Where?
It's right over there. It's in the top.
Did I just die?
Yeah, and you about to die again. You'll get your fucking hands off me. You kill her right there. I don't care how much you love this chick. You put a fucking knife in her head right then and there. I mean, all pale and shit, giving you them crazy ass eyes. Hey, man, you know what I noticed?
Rick Grimes would have taken her out.
Oh, Rick would have said bullshit. I learned a long time ago. Hey, Mark, kill that bitch now, man. I can see you ain't been watching The Walking Dead lately. Man, I'm looking at this right here. I like Evan Peters, but he is overacting his ass off in this scene right here. Just a little too much. Look at this right here.
Oh.
Man, that wasn't a part. There's a part here where he's walking across the room and oh, here it is. And Evan Peters is like just overacting, saying dialogue they ain't even written. Look at this shit.
Zoink school.
He's looking at Donald Glover like now, like, yay, Negro, let's get the hell out of here.
Well, Donald Glover has it look like somebody just stole his lunch money.
Because he knows. He's like, I'm the only nigga in this room. I'm gonna die first. I know it. I know it. And yeah, he back there. Only thing missing is a fucking talking dog right now. He looking just like Shaggy. Like, hey, Daddy, let's get the fuck out of here. Zoinks. Man, I was looking at all this during the movie, and I was like, this shit is just downhill from here.
Honestly, for me, all the hope drained out of me early on in the movie. In as much as when they were all interacting, I was like, wow, they are not convincing as scientists at all. Not even a little bit. And I like all these actors individually, but together, this is just not working. I'm going to go with it because I'm here. I paid my money. I got to get to the next scene. I'm going to go with it, but goddamn. Listen to the dialogue. Like, oh, that's all right, though.
I mean, really, they are just this close to, when they're trying to talk that scientific dialogue. I ain't buying that shit at all.
Not in
the least. They might as well just said, yeah, we gonna mix some enzymes and proteins and shit, and and stick that needle in the fucking head. Yeah, boom, science, bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
Jesse Pinkman sounds more scientific than these motherfuckers right here.
Yeah, and once she comes back to life and starts exhibiting powers, you know what? I was already like, man, this sucks. This is not what I hoped it would be. But maybe it'll have some surprises. Yeah. Till they killed Donald Glover. Yeah. And it was the cheap ass way they killed Donald Glover. Now I'm watching, what is essentially a cheap horror movie. But this shit is cheap. Like, we show him fly off and then that box squeezes. That basically says once they had him fly back, they didn't shoot with him no more. He got in his car or on a jet and went to go film something else. Oh yeah, yeah, he was out. He was not there anymore for the rest of whatever this movie was gonna be.
Oh man, he was. You know what? And that's the thing about.
Sometimes people it's like, well, I want to. Do they have any cool deaths? And no,
and see,
no, they go out of their way to not have a cool death by anybody. Almost everybody dies almost off screen. Yeah. It really is. Like, and anytime that person would have died, somebody getting their head squeezed, and right when you get to that moment, you're like, well, at least I'm going to see this. Nope. No. Off camera.
And you know what? You're right. Because I said, all right, they're going to show Donald Glover dying in the trailer. Well, that shit must be badass in the movie. I mean, he must be in excruciating pain. I thought that shit was going to take 5 minutes for them to close that closet right there. And I thought he was going to be like, no. No, it was like, yeah. Actually, the cut in the trailer is longer than it is in the movie.
It is.
He's like, no, Zod. I mean, I said, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, y'all can't have no blood explode out. I can't get no organs and shit. Oh, man, come on. Now, and you know what? And you're right. It's cheap. And I tell you, and I'm going to get to why the cheapness of this is so bad and some of the other things that make it so cheap. because Olivia Wilde, there's a moment there's a moment in here where she feels truly terrified. She comes back and you get this fear for her. You are scared for everybody and you're scared for her because she's been put through literal hell, and it's almost like whatever happens at this point, I'm not going to be able to control it. And that makes me scared of where it's going to put me. And her performance for a while in this movie is actually kind of frightening in a touching way.
Shh, calm down. What's happening?
I can hear things. I can see things. Look at my hand.
That Molly just kicked in. Boy, I tell you, I can't tell you how many parties I've been to where a chick done told me that, oh, fuck, I think I'm tripping right now, Corey. Look at my fucking hands. It's all right. Come on. Come on to Dr. Corey's bedroom over here. We're going to give you a Jolly Rancher and some water. You're going to be all right.
Wait.
Nothing wrong with her.
Frank, when I died, I went somewhere. I was in the building. I was there. I could hear the people. They were stuck.
Zoe, that was
You're
a
about to
dream.
go somewhere if you don't calm
Traumatic
down.
memory from your childhood. It's not real.
That's what I thought. I couldn't wake up. I was stuck. It was endless. I tried. It went on, and every day I was there. It was the same over and over, every single day.
Zoe, you were gone for less than an hour. You were right here. You didn't.
You don't understand. It's been years. I've been in there for years.
Okay, look, listen to me, okay? Your brain was failing due to the lack of oxygen. You're hallucinating from the DMT. This is a terrible memory from your childhood, but it's playing in a traumatic loop. It's like
It was hell. That's what hell is. You relive the worst moment of your life on a loop over and over, and you can never wake up.
Oh, so that means I'm going to have to watch this movie over and over and never wake up.
Actually, Martin has given me this speech about this show over and over again. I come here weak after week. It's fucking hell. It's fucking
Wow.
I was looking at her and I was like, man, she's acting her ass off right here. Maybe this got some hope. But like I said, once those powers kick in, now here's the thing. The heavy science. She's got psychic powers. She can move shit with her mind. And all they do is stay in this fucking office.
Yeah.
It's a cheap film. It's a cheap film, and they do not try to hide how cheap this film is.
It never stops reminding you of how cheap it is. That's the problem. You see a lot of cheap movies, but it's what they do with it, or can they engage you the way you can ignore
it's
that.
what they can do with the cleverness it's what they can do. You hope that they would be clever, not having a big budget to work with, and that's why I'm getting tired of these horror movies today. Because a lot of these horror films out here right now, they don't try to be more clever because of the low budget. They actually come across as cheap, like they are. And with this right here, the reason why this pisses me off is because this is a movie where this is a woman with all these powers who can do all these incredible things. There's a chance to be kind of creepy right here. And with all these powers, all she does is just flick the lights on and off.
Yeah.
You know, cheap hard shit like that. You know, maybe rattle the door a little bit. Oh, maybe make a ball roll across the floor while she's hiding somewhere making noises.
Yeah.
And she's talking, and they're talking about, like, at one point, Mark Duplass is saying, we've got to stop her. She can't leave this building. We got to inject her with this serum before she leaves the building. I'm like, yeah, when she fucking leave? She's got all these powers. It ain't like you need a key or you need to get a ladder or something to get out of here. It's like, why don't you fucking leave? Why? Because if she leave, it's going to cost him more money.
Right.
If she walks the fuck out of this movie, that means, oh, we got to go out to the city. We got to get permits to shoot. We got to rent a car.
We've only rented this facility.
Yeah. You know, we got to scout locations. I mean, wow, that ain't in the budget. So we're going to keep her ass right here in this room. And don't get me wrong. Bottle films could work to great effect for dramas and horror films. And they do not take advantage of that at all. There's a moment to create some real suspense right here. There's all kind of corridors and them to run through, but they don't want to do that. They want to do the same shit that we talk about with movies that actually, I don't know if it's better or worse, but actually have a lot more to work with. The jump scares, lights going out, coming back on. Oh, where did she go? You know, playing with cheap sounds. It's it's one thing now for movies to do the same thing over and over again, but it's one thing to just say, you know what, y'all this movie's literally saying, we are really not trying now, because we know that you're gonna come see this cheap shit, and we're gonna make money whether you like it or not on that first weekend.
Yeah.
I mean, really, fuck you, man. You blatantly, you show now you're not trying.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't understand why this was released in the theaters, other than the fact that it's got named stars in it. I mean, usually a movie like this has nobody I've seen before. Maybe like one guy who's been in a commercial that from a couple years ago, and you just kind of go like, all right, there was no money, low actors, it is what it is. But here you got some draws, maybe not big, but enough. And especially
Olivia Wilde herself.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Like, she's a name, and Mark Duplass, like, he always makes smart choices with his movies, and I am baffled as to how he ended up in this thing.
You know why I think so? I think because now he does Mark Duplass. If you don't know the name, and if you're in the movies, you do already. He's already become mainstream, but he was that mumblecore guy. Mumblecore usually meant that it was movies where the dialogue was low key. You usually shot cheap, and they were in limited locations.
Right.
And that's what he saw in this movie right here. I bet he's like, you know what, this is a horror movie that appeals to the kind of movies that I used to make.
But his movies were usually heavy on character. I mean, you say what you will about mumblecore, they were heavy on character. Might not be a lot of dialogue, but the characters felt like, well, this feels like people I know if I live in Austin or Portland or San Francisco or somewhere. But they always had heart to them. This has zero. And he's got his other mainstream projects. You know, he's got two TV series going.
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
got the Guild or
the League,
the League, yeah,
and Togetherness on HBO. So I'm like, man, this guy's doing all these things that are cool. Why come to this? Unless, like you, he thought, oh, this might be like Whiplash.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, if they rooked him in on that, then that's the biggest featureless thing pulled off.
Coming fresh off that Whiplash.
Right.
He went into this shit thinking, Oscars, here I come.
But yeah, man, I guess we don't have a rating lower than fuck you, because I would give it to that, because it would just get a regular fuck you, just being the shitty movie that it is. But the nerve to have recognizable people in it makes it that much worse.
Yeah, I'm. This is a movie. See, I get mad when movies make me respect another movie I didn't like.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? When I come out with a guilty conscience, because man, maybe I was too hard on that other movie, because I walked out thinking, well, damn, maybe I shouldn't have talked so much shit about Lucy. You know?
I hated Lucy.
I didn't.
But
yeah,
I see what you're saying.
You see, man, at least Lucy was kind of a badass. You know, at least
and it had some style to it.
And it had some style to it. At least Lucy went out of the office and went into the city, and she did cool shit, and you actually saw what kind of power she had and what effect she had with them. Yeah. Of course, Lucy had a bigger budget too.
Yeah.
Lucy looking like, damn, the things I could do with this hand right now.
And she said, hey, and I was the #1 movie that week.
Yeah, she sure was. Unlike this bullshit right here. She said, I'm glad I got more fingers to give this movie a big fuck you.
Yeah, which finger should I hold
yeah.
up? So many choices.
Man, yeah, at least when you look at something like Lucy, at least Lucy tried. This is a movie that does not try. This is a movie that really it's lazy. I thought that horror films couldn't get any more lazy, but this is the laziest shit that I've seen. And it's upsetting because they try to cover it up by making itself seem smarter. Oh, let me talk all this science mumbo jumbo shit. You know, 10% of the brain and all that kind of stuff. Y'all know that. No, fuck you. You ain't fooling a goddamn thing over here. No, man. No, this movie is fucking ridiculous right here, and it's bold. It is bold in how upfront it is about that.
And it's tired, and you just like waiting, like maybe there'll be some twist at the end. It's like no,
there really is no twist at the end. No,
it's barely an ending.
That's the other thing about it.
Yeah,
this shit just ends.
It just goes off.
Think Olivia Wilde. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm caught between fuck you and bullshit. I'm just gonna give it some bullshit, because I've seen some movies that were fuck you because they were bad all the way through. Like I said, I saw some. When you say no emotion, Mark Duplass and Olivia Wilde, I did see something with them in there. They tried to have some characters. Actually, for what little they had in there, it was all right. It's not a fuck you for me, but they really are going to fuck you if you go see it.
It is
so
for
I'm
me,
warning you right now. So I'm giving it bullshit.
All right, because I give it a fuck you, because when you talk about movies that it makes you like, yeah, Lucy is that movie where it's like, wow, I hated Lucy, but I almost want to apologize to after seeing this. A movie that it reminded me of, on its best day that I liked was Splice. Because Splice had that same kind of setup in the beginning, but then it really expanded. It took it in interesting places. It was uncomfortable. It was cool to watch. You never knew what was going to happen. This took that and just did the complete opposite.
Yeah, except Splice actually was interesting.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like Splice was good, but it was that whole thing you had, the relationship between the scientists and them, fucking with nature and things backfiring and just getting worse and worse and worse. Whereas this, it kind of played with that a little bit in the beginning and then just went terribly wrong or just didn't even do shit. What else does this movie have to do to get a fuck you from you?
I don't know. What else you got? I mean, you're close to convincing me. Keep going. Can you think of anything else?
Because everything they did with
sell me on it, brother.
Everything they did with Donald Glover, I thought was disgraceful. Him having the whole, he's got a crush on her. Another dude's like, you dreaming, dude. That's never gonna happen.
Keep going. Sell me on this. Fuck you, man. I might. You got something? I might.
I mean, I thought there was enough there for you already. The lack of an ending, the fact that it made no sense. Honestly, if you brought a dog back to life and he acted like that, wouldn't it be time to dismantle everything you've put together?
That's another thing in the movie. This dog tried to eat about 2 people. And in every scene, after this dog attacks some people, they just walking the dog like it's a goddamn chihuahua or something.
Yeah, they act like nothing happened. And like when the dog wasn't trying to eat people, it was just sitting around going,
You know what? There's actually a scene in here where, okay, I got it, Martin. I got the fuck you right here. There's a scene in here where they left some potato chips on a shelf. Now this dog just attacked somebody. They're talking about, man, this dog's got a demon in him. This dog is the devil. Kill this dog. And then they end the scene with, hey guys, this bag of potato chips was on top of the shelf up here. No one else could have eaten these potato chips unless, dun dun dun, Benji, did you eat the chips? Fuck you.
You remember the scene where Olivia Wilde is sleeping and this dog who's just been, schlep rock depressed the whole time, she's asleep. He comes over and just stares at her like Christian Grey watching her sleep. Like, well, we got a stalker dog now, but he doesn't really do anything.
Oh, that's another scene.
Just kind of throwaway.
There's another scene where they had the dog is supposed to come in and be threatening. It's like Olivia Wilde is asleep, dog bust out his cage and is looking too, shh, watch what I'm doing. I'm about to fuck this bitch right now. And then the dog is looking at her. It just ends with the dog just looking at her.
And it's not like she wakes up and goes, hey, get out of here. She just stays.
Well, you know what? That's probably what it was. She was probably snoring like, and dog like, okay, all right, all right, shit. Man,
I wonder if he was like, I'm gonna stare at her. She's gonna get a big scare. It's gonna be awesome. Damn, she ain't gonna wake up, is she?
They have a scene where the dog goes in and look at this girl in her sleep, and you think something's gonna happen. And the dog just standing there just looking. I'm like, damn, can the dog's eyes turn red or some shit? Can I see the dog at least stroke his dick or something? Can he be creepy and actually look at it and be like, yes, you're so beautiful, Olivia. No, dog just sitting up there just staring. Even the dog is like, y'all gonna yell cut?
Right?
There's something for me to do right here, shit? No, fuck you, man. Between the dog, like, with his psychic powers, bringing out a bag of chips and just looking at the chick when she's asleep, not even stroking his dick. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Y'all missed so many opportunities, Randy.
A telekinetic dog, and he only uses them to eat chips.
To eat chips!
Even though they put a bowl of food right in front of him, and he's just like, no.
No. Shit, nobody can eat just one. Dog uses psychic powers. Dog uses psychic powers not to kill nobody, not to communicate with other dogs and start a revolution. No, he ate a bag of chips, and you didn't even see him get to do that. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck. You sold me.
There we go.
So,
American.
nigger over there in the black shirt looking gay. I'll take that. Fuck you, sir. Fucking eat.
I was like, man, what's it gonna take to get
The scariest thing in this movie, the empty bag of Frito-Lay. Ah, fuck you. You motherfuckers. You should be a goddamn shame of yourself.
Really? That's what I thought too. This is a disgrace. The movie's only 83 minutes long, which means they had to pad it just to get it to regulation length to make it a feature film.
Yeah.
And the shit feels longer than that.
Oh, yeah. No, we had about a good 10 minutes of the dog just standing over Libby Wild. You gonna wake up yet?
I'm hungry. Mama.
Yeah, mama. Hey, mama, get up. Mama, I'm hungry. Come on, mama. Now, I thought that dog was like gonna strangle her ass. You know, get up, goddammit. You see me? Nope, just gonna stare at you. Yeah. Shit,
like they're gonna start playing Every Step You Take.
Every step you take, I'll be watching you. In a bag of chips. That's what he's like, damn, girl, you all there in a bag of chips. Speaking of which, no. Fuck you. All right, let's go ahead and move on, man. Oh, Martin.
Oh, Korey.
Martin. It don't take no psychic powers for you to know that you got to win a gold star, Martin, for the people out there. For somebody out there.
Who wants this gold star?
People, it is time for Martin to win a gold star. Time for Martin to win a gold star for you. That's my used car salesman voice right there. I have deals and these cars have to move today for you.
You actually did that on cue. They were doing it. These cars to move for you.
I got a good game for you today, Martin.
All right.
Now, before I tell Martin about the game right here, I have to have a contestant. Don't want to move unless I know I got somebody who wants to play. And if you want to play the game, what I need for you to do, I need for you to send me an email. Now you know how we do this. And if you don't, I'm going to tell you. All I need for you to do right now is to send me an email at kcoolmans@gmail.com. And when you do that, put in the subject line, I want to play a game. That easy. And I'll try to see who the first one to respond is, and I'll pick that person. And if you've already played the game, don't sign up just yet.
Yeah, don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole. Come on now. Yeah, come on. There's people out there who haven't played the game yet, and they're going to keep coming. This is a one-time only thing. So if you lose, sorry. Maybe we'll let you back one day. Maybe we'll let you back.
Yeah, when we forget. We're old.
Yeah, exactly.
We forget stuff like that.
All right, Martin. Now, let me pull up the Gamels over here. And let's see. You know, Gmail don't begin with an F. That's how I accidentally hit one of the wrong keys.
It does in Russia.
Oh, well, you ain't in Russia, comrade. Martin's like, well, you goddamn right we ain't. Not with that accent. Okay. Now, Martin, the game that I have for you today is this. You know, playing God and trying to bring back the dead, you know, it always ends badly, man. Always ends badly.
It's like no one's read The Monkey's Paw.
No one has read The Monkey's Paw, man. Somebody needs to take that monkey's paw and slap the shit out of them with it. Now, Martin, I have my own story of me trying to bring back someone from the dead. Fortunately, in this story, they talked me out of it. But I'm going to give you the details. Now, there's 5 pieces of trivia right here. Every piece illustrates the story, Martin.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Now, this is listening for keyword stories right here.
Okay.
I'm listening for keywords trivia.
All right.
So I might even throw a hint out there for you. I might put emphasis on a word.
I hope so.
And by that keyword, you have to tell me what movie this is where they have tried to bring back someone from the dead with not so good results. All right, let's go ahead and get a player. Now, let's see. Oh, somebody wants to play a game here. Okay, this boy wants to play. He was on here yesterday. This is Nicholas Augusto Gomez Furieltran. You killed my father.
Oh, yeah. He was able to keep his question short.
He was. Oh, was that him?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Oh, you know what? He did say he had something else he wanted to talk about. So, thing is, we talked to him yesterday. Is that fair to bring him on to play the game after we talked to him? Nicholas, we'll bring you on for another game. We talked to you yesterday.
He's going, no.
No, God damn it. Okay, that's why I knew there was somebody that I skipped yesterday. It was, do you remember yesterday when I got hung up on? Mm-hmm. From that Ethan Hendricks or Edward Hendricks, I'm sorry. Well, he says, I want to play a game.
Oh, now you want to play.
Now he wants to play the game. All right.
Watch him hang up this time.
Well, you know what? Let's see. Let's give him a test again.
All right.
Because yesterday I used a funny voice to see if he knew who I was, and he hung up on me quick. So we'll give him a second chance today. Edward Hendricks. Let's see if he comes on. Edward Hendricks.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number.
Damn.
Edward, you fucking up, man.
Yeah, is he in the witness protection program?
I don't know, but I tried. So
Keep on trucking, baby.
oh, fuck Edward.
We're sorry.
Fuck Edward Hendricks. All right, you know what? We'll go with Nicholas. We'll make it easy on ourselves.
Okay.
Go with Nicholas. At least he's there. All right, Nicholas. Here we go. Nicholas, oh Nicholas, answer the phone, fucking Nicholas.
Goddamn.
Goddamn. All right. Well, that's the gratitude. Why, man? You gotta answer the phone like that? Goddamn. You mad at somebody?
I just saw you guys saying you're going to skip me because I got 2 minutes of time last night.
All right. Well, wait, look, we got you tonight, so here you are.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. Let's see what we got. People talking about spoil the movie, Corey. There's nothing we can spoil.
There's nothing to spoil.
There's really nothing to spoil.
We told you to
Yeah.
talk to the trailer. That spoils the movie.
Yeah. All right, Martin, let's go ahead and get on with the game. Nicholas, I already told Martin what the game is going to be like, so we're not going to waste any more time. Let me pull up certain things right here, like my music, and we will proceed with the story. All right, Martin, here's the first part of my story right here. Are you ready?
All right. Let's do this.
Martin, at first, the team became very animated when I told them about the experiment. At first, the team became very animated when I told them about the experiment. Martin, sometimes these words, I'll even give you a hint, Ray, so you're not lost.
Okay.
These words often lend themselves to the title.
Okay.
You got anything, Martin?
I got something, but
Now, I gave him a good hint. And I'm not going to lie, Martin, this game is kind of hard.
Yeah.
It is kind of hard. But let's see what you got, Martin. Nicholas, I'm going to wait for him to write this down, and I'm going to see if you know what this is. Martin is right.
Nah, I'm lost on this one.
Okay, this is not an easy game. This is probably the wrong night to even come in and play this game. Martin's been getting by. I've been making them too easy for him. Oh, Martin. Let's see what you got over. Oh, wait a minute. Nicholas, what do you got? Nothing.
Oh no, I said I got nothing on this one.
Okay, well, let's see if Martin can help you out. Martin, what you got? The Corpse Bride. Martin, I told you this is a hard game. That is wrong. As I said, the title lends the word lends itself to the title.
I know. Animated.
I was looking for a reanimator.
Oh, you said animated.
Yeah. That's what I told you it's not hard, but you got that. I mean, it's hard. Now you got that first one right there. And Reanimated, people. That's the movie where it's based on an H.P. Lovecraft story, and you got this guy. Who was the guy that played that? Jeffrey
Combs.
Jeffrey Combs. He has this potion where it brings people back from the dead. Of course, they turn into raging monsters and they do all kind of creepy stuff. It doesn't work out. Like it never does. Never play God, like I'm learning with this story right here. Martin, maybe the rest of the story will help you out. You want to hear the rest of my story?
Sure.
Okay. Martin, later, the team was very frank with me and said it was a bad idea. Later, the team was very frank with me and said it was a bad idea. Martin is writing. Oh, look at busy Martin right there. Come on, Nick. I know you know this one.
What was it?
Boy, are you even paying attention?
No, yeah, you're just cutting off a little bit.
Okay, all right. I said, later the team was very frank with me and said it was a bad idea. You got any ideas on what that might be?
I can take a wild guess at it.
That's all I'm asking. Go ahead.
All right. Frankenstein.
fuck you, you're right. You know, Martin. Yes, Martin has Frankenstein, and both of you are right. The Frank in there is Frankenstein. And I have a picture of Frankenstein. He's trapped he's strapped into a gurney with an old creepy man feeling up on him. He's like, man, when I bust loose from this shit, I'm gonna rip that mustache from your face right now. I'm gonna whoop your ass when I break free. All right. Martin, you're doing good. You're doing good. You got the gist of the game now. You're really into my story. You see where I'm going with this.
Okay.
Even little Nicky Poo over there knew what it was. So let's go. All right, let's go ahead and get on with the rest of the story, man. I know you want to see how this ends.
Sure. Choose your own adventure.
My idea fell flat once I realized they weren't on board. My idea fell flat once I realized they weren't on board. Ooh, Martin. You heard me right here. It's almost like my story is not interesting enough for you. I think Martin has this. I'm not going to even read it again because I think Martin has it.
No, he doesn't. Read it again.
Okay. My idea fell flat once I realized they weren't on board. Now think about movies where they bring people back to life from the dead. Write something down, Martin. Write something down. Nicky Poo's depending on you. Come on.
Yeah, I don't got this one.
Martin, he's not even attempting to write
I
shit
got
down.
nothing.
I mean, you know what? No, don't write now. Shit. Martin was just like, fuck it, man. I'm just buying my time. I'm just waiting for the music to end. Martin. Flatliners.
Oh.
Flatline. Come on, Martin. You remember that the one with Kiefer Sutherland and the rest of the Rat Pack?
Yeah.
Young Julia Roberts. We got Kevin Bacon with a mullet looking like.
Yeah.
I
never saw it.
I didn't either, but I know about it. We got Kevin Bacon looking like Hall & Oates over there.
Right.
We actually have, what's that boy with the bow tie back there?
That's that. Oscar.
The Grouch? No.
No. Oscar. I mean, Platt.
Oliver Platt.
Oliver Platt.
We had a skinny Oliver Platt. Well, kinda.
Well, not really.
Still had that baby fat. But yeah, man. It is
Billy
Julia Roberts
Baldwin.
over. And what's that? Billy Baldwin. All right, Martin.
All right.
I told you it was a hard game.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Maybe you'll get this one, man. My story only gets better.
Okay.
We got 2 more trivia questions here. My story is coming to the climax, and soon we will have the end. Let's see if Martin.
I wonder if anybody in the chat is getting these.
I bet they are. They are. Martin, let's see if you can get this one.
All
I
right.
bet you. I know you can get this one.
All
Martin.
right. Okay.
Hey, Martin, this is where the plot thickens right here.
Okay.
Martin, I figured there was a teeny weeny chance someone would agree with me. I figured there was a teeny weeny chance
I think I got
someone
this one.
would agree with me. Well,
Okay.
you might be the only one because Martin looks like you don't know what the hell is going on right now. All right, Martin. Ooh, Martin. Ooh, Martin. Martin just writing and writing. Martin writing his own story right now. All right. Nick over there said, I got this one. I know. I bet he got this shit. Hey, Nick, what is it, man? What do you think it is?
Frankenweenie?
I don't know. Let's ask Martin. Martin, what do you think?
That's what I think it is.
Well, you know what? I think both of y'all. All right. Yes, it is Frankenweenie. The teeny weenie in there was the weenie in the Franken beanie. There you go, man.
Yeah.
This is not. I would have taken the Tim Burton live action or the Tim Burton animated one. Which one did you choose?
Animated.
It doesn't really matter. I got a picture. I got a picture for the animated one right there, though. This is the one where Tim Burton, he actually made a live action version of this first Frankenweenie, and Disney said it was too scary for kids, which it wasn't. It was just they were bringing a dog back to life.
Right.
I mean, today kids watch The Walking Dead. They're like, damn, that dog don't eat nobody, kill nobody.
Right.
Really? Dog just come back to life and just is friendly? That's fucked up. Later, Disney realized, hey, you know what? Kids, they don't care anymore.
Fuck the kids.
Yeah, we can make this. People love that stop
Kids
motion.
are animals these days.
Yeah, they are. Them kids drive each other to commit suicide. Yeah, they know if this goddamn dog from the dead ain't gonna hurt nobody. This is they said everybody loves that stop motion, so they let them remake the movie in stop motion, funded it and distributed it for them. All right, man. Now I told you these get harder, man. This is the hardest one right here.
Ooh.
And we have to have this one because you only got 2. So we're at the last one, Nick. Let's see if my man over
Go,
here. Martin, get it for him. Martin, I'm not going to lie. This one's hard. I'm telling you right from the beginning. You're just going to have to think about movies where they bring things back from the dead where it goes wrong.
Okay.
And look for the keywords. The keywords are buried in there somewhere. All right, Martin. And this is, oh man, this is the action-packed ending to my story right
Okay.
here. Are you ready?
Yes.
But alas, no one wanted to perpetuate the idea of playing God. But alas, no one wanted to perpetuate the idea of playing God. Ooh, boy. Ooh,
Goddamn.
that's a crazy ending right there. Thank What about you, Nick? You think you got something?
Not yet.
I'll say it again. But alas, no one wanted to perpetuate the idea of playing God. Perpetuate the idea of playing God. God, Mar's like, I wish God would tell me what's going on right now and give me the answer to this goddamn question, because I don't know what's happening. And Martin is not even doing anything. Martin, okay, Martin. All right. You writing anyway. And let's see. I don't know why you're writing, because you probably got it wrong, because you're writing too much. Let's see what you got, though. Let's see what you got.
Pet Cemetery.
And fuck you, man. You know, you did that on purpose just to fuck. Here, take your little old music and shut the fuck up. There you go. Yeah, it is Pet Cemetery. I was taking the pet for
Pets, yeah.
Fuck you, man.
You said it one too many times.
I know. I shouldn't have said shit to you.
Because I was like, perpetuate has to be the key word, but what's got perpetuate in it? Perpetuate.
You know what? That's
Pet.
yeah. This is the last time I give you that many clues. I see you can hold your own. I shouldn't have done that. But I'm a fair man, and I'm gonna own up to it. Pet Cemetery. That's the one where it's based on a Stephen King novel. Came out. I forgot when this movie came out, 1980 something, and it's about a cemetery where if you bury something in there, it comes back to life. Guy loses his kid. They tell him, man, don't put that kid in that cemetery. He's gonna come back and do some crazy shit. He said, fuck y'all, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Why is cemetery spelled all weird?
Oh shit. Because it was written by somebody who's fucking illiterate. I don't know. Maybe there's semen in that cemetery. I don't know. Maybe if you bury your kid in a sperm bank, they come back to life. You know what? I'm gonna jack off my sperms. Mysterio's gonna come back one day. But yeah, there you go. So Nicholas, you are a winner. Even though I gave him more,
damn right.
Probably gave. Don't get cocky now, you son of a bitch. You know, he only got that for you because I held his hand through the whole thing.
And Nick, look, you didn't get conned into trying to go for the bonus points. You just won.
Exactly.
Yeah, this was easy for you. No work for you. And plus, I didn't blame him for getting that. I mean, my story was so engrossing and you know, it's so deep. I mean, you know, Mark.
Absolutely.
They told me no, and I said okay. Thank you. Bye. All right, Nick. Thanks a lot, man.
You have no idea what you've done.